Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and welcome to another review. And I reviewed this film way back when it came out, but wanted to finish this up for the Bill Paxton marathon. Another look at Edge of Tomorrow, which you could not tell that's the title from the stupid fucking cover of Live, Die, Repeat. That's a tagline, not a fucking title. So I have to do this, Edge of Tomorrow, which I thought Edge of Tomorrow was a great title. But for some stupid reason, no, we gotta put Live, Die, Repeat, and then Edge of Tomorrow right at the bottom there. Fucking stupid. To me, Edge of Tomorrow makes sense because it's about a guy who's got to keep reliving this day over and over again. So he's always at the edge of tomorrow. And the story is about him getting over that edge so that he can get into an actual tomorrow. So the whole movie's at the edge of tomorrow. He's at that edge. He can't quite get over it yet. And it's the story of him getting over it. So, wow, it's an actual tomorrow. There will be a tomorrow. Feel like fucking Rocky 3. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. But Edge of Tomorrow, I will honestly say it's one of the best action films of the past 10 years. I felt that way back in 2014. I feel that way watching it again. I have no problems with the film. I think it's a damn good flick. Directed by Doug Liman, who I think did Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which I actually don't mind that film. I think he did Jumper, which I didn't care for. The Bourne Identity. Yeah. But yeah, I thought this was definitely his best film. I know it's based on All You Need Is Kill, which I've never read that. When the film came out, it didn't do too well. Didn't do well at all, actually. I don't. It only made maybe 300 and some million worldwide, and it had a pretty big budget, so that's not too good. Even though there's talks of a sequel to this, but you don't need a sequel. Sometimes a story only needs one story. It's like Taken. I really enjoyed Taken. I love Taken, but it did not need a sequel, and thus you get Taken 2 and 3, which are two pieces of fucking shit. So, this only needs one story. It ended, it was fine, you don't need any more stories. Don't fuck it up. But I thought this was well acted. I really enjoyed the special effects. That was a really cool idea. Someone mentioned take Starship Troopers beats Groundhog Day. It's very funny at times. It's action-packed. Has a good cast. I thought Tom Cruise. I've always been a fan of Tom Cruise. Yeah, I know he has some weird stuff in his personal life, but acting-wise, I've always enjoyed him. And hell, the last Mission Impossible film I liked. I liked the first Jack Reacher. Didn't see the second one, but I liked the first Jack Reacher. I liked Oblivion. I would say of all those films, this is my favorite of his during the last couple years. I know he's in the new Mummy, and I'm not sure about New Mummy. Not because of Tom Cruise, it's just not sure about everything else in that flick. But yeah, I really thought he did a great job. At the beginning, he's smarmy, he's a coward. He is a coward. They're not downplaying that. He is a coward at the beginning. And you really see this arc about him becoming tougher, stronger. Yeah. At the beginning, he only cares about his own life. By the end, he's willing to self-sacrifice if he needs to. And he cares for others, particularly Emily Blunt, who is this sort of poster child for the service as they're fighting this new alien species, this alien race. Emily Blunt, I thought she did a really good job in it. She was likable, she was tough. Bill Paxton, he's pretty much playing Sergeant Apone from Aliens, and he's a fun character. I wish we could have seen him more in the film, but when he's there, he shines. He's Master Sergeant Farrell. You American? No, sir. I'm from Kentucky. And this has some nice. If you haven't seen the film, the story is very simple. He is a guy who is a spokesman, gets on TV to talk, but one thing leads to another, and Brendan Gleeson, who's the general, puts him in the line of fire. To go in this mechanized suit with all these other soldiers to go in the front lines during this huge invasion to stop the alien race once and for all. And I really like these suits. I think they're really cool. Think of Matrix Revolutions or those kind of suits. I really think they look cool. These mech suits that they're in. And the first time we see him, he doesn't even know how to get the safety off, and he's scared to death, and he's trying to run away, and he doesn't know what to do, and he's able to kill one or two of them by luck, and he puts this explosive charge which blows up this bluish creature and gets this blood on him, really graphic, where it eats away some of his skin, and he dies, and then he wakes up the day before. And well, right here, he's thrown in a time loop, forced to live out the same brutal combat over and over, fighting and dying again and again. And it's one thing leads to another. He tells a story to Emily Blunt, which this has happened to her before, but she no longer has that power. But now Tom Cruise is. So first she's training him day after day, which leads to some really funny stuff. For example, he gets his back broken during the training, and she's like, well, just have to start over. He's like, what? And she just shoots him. Boom. Or his leg is messed up, and he's like, wait, no, I'm still fine. Like, I can feel my toes, and then shoots him. Boom. This is the fastest way to start over again. And someone said it best. This is the best video game movie ever made. Because imagine you're playing a game and you get to a checkpoint, a save state, where you saved. And if you can't beat that level over and over again, you memorize its patterns. You see what you should do, what you shouldn't do, timing. I mean, even as a training mission for it. And they're right. I just thought it was a film that was pretty damn smart. It was funny, had likable characters, action-packed, went at a really good pace. And it also shows a lot of the things that in a lot of films you would go, that doesn't make sense, but because of this time loop, it does. For example, a lot of movies, when this stuff happens, people fall in love in 5 minutes. You're like, well, wait a minute, how could they fall in love in 5 minutes? But there's a reason why Tom Cruise grows a crush on Emily Blunt, because for all I know, this takes place weeks, months, years. I don't know how many times he actually... It's kind of like Groundhog Day. I think someone did a mathematical study on Groundhog Day and talked about like he lived technically a long, long time. I think there's a study. But it's just basically, well, how long was it? Was it months? Was it years? For him, it's the same day over and over again, never aging, so who knows? But yeah, at the beginning of the film, he is a coward. He threatens blackmailing the general. He gets tased and sent in with the soldiers. He's being taught with Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton's a lot of fun. We're T-minus whole ass H hour. You American? No, I'm from Kentucky. Takes him to this barracks to meet this squad named J Squad, and Bill Paxton's like, tip of the spear, edge of the knife, crack of my ass. And sees these guys playing poker. He's like, what is it that I feel about gambling? And then the soldiers tell him and makes him eat the cards. And just a lot of cool stuff. The fact that they're in these ships and they get dropped down in their mechs. And when these soldiers first go into battle, it's a slaughter. These creatures know that they're coming. And later on you find out it's because they have the weapon dealing with time. Certain creatures that deal with time. And so they can figure out what's going to happen before it happens. And some really... I remember the first time I saw this, and even watching it, just some of the humor I didn't see coming. I didn't really think this film would be as funny intentionally as I thought it would. like the repeated times that he saves a girl, and then there's a creature, and Tom's like, "Holy fuck!" wakes up again. Another one he tries to explain, they don't believe him, so they duct tape him, and he gets down. He saves one guy, but by saving him, the thing falls on him. So the next time he saves the guy, it will do it so it doesn't fall on him. This is one moment where, in order to get to see Emily Blunt, he's got to do this roll under trucks. And he tries to do it at one point, he gets run over. You see your Tom Cruise go, ah! And then Bill Paxton goes up and goes, "What the hell were you thinking?" And so there's a lot of good humor about it. And ultimately sees Emily Blunt, and she realizes what's going on. She's like, "Well, I need your help." And Tom Cruise is like, "With what?" "Winning the war." And again, when they're training, when he gets his back broken, "Well, I guess it's time to start over, don't you?" He's like, "What?" And gets shot. "Legs broken." "No, I can feel my toes." "Oh, come on." Gets shot again. This is the quickest way. Because she goes, you know, if the time comes, kill yourself, because that way it'll start the day over. But if you get a blood transfusion, because that's what happened to her, you lose your power. And to do it, to keep doing this long enough to maybe get these flashes to lead where they need to go. I like another bit of fun humor. Tom Cruise is, at the beginning, he's trying to get out of this. He goes, "Well, maybe I have to give it to you." It doesn't work that way. "Have you tried, all options?" "You mean sex?" "Yes." "Well, how many times? How many times have you tried it?" So stuff like that was pretty damn funny. Yeah, the repeated attempts of getting off the beach. Yeah, at one point he just gives up and goes and gets a drink and gets drunk at a bar, and then the creatures come and take over. I think it was London that they were at. I could be wrong. And then you get to see moments where he's getting better. He's kicking ass, taking names. He's a fighting force. And leads to him and Emily Blunt need to get to these vehicles, shooting the shit out of one who's attacking this trailer of this car they're driving, just shooting the shit out of it. And there's some good emotion too. For example, when they get this helicopter and he goes, "No matter how many times I do this, there's no way to save you. You just stay here." She doesn't listen. He shoots it, fucks it up, even kills her with an axe, and realizes there's no way to save her. So there are moments where he's doing it, he's cold and he's different. You see different shades of the character. So it's like a buildup of the character. I like that. And he decides to get to this place by himself, which is his dam, but he realizes it's a trap. But there's one more option. And there's an option where this thing that the general has tossed to him, but then things don't work out. He's given blood, he loses the power, gets together with J Squad and him and Emily Blunt. They gotta go to Paris. At one point, the ship gets shot down there to drive the ship, and you get some fun action. You get Tom Cruise fucking up all these creatures, and then the thing sort of extends outside, so he's hanging outside while shooting creatures that are inside the vehicle. And I understood what was going on. It was a lot of fun. Just a very entertaining movie. You even get some shotgun fun in there. Well, at least now they're able to get grenades to the media, and he's now back even further. And he realizes it's been a success. And even the way it ends, I like, where he goes to see Emily Blunt, and she sort of gives him that curt answer, like always. But he's like, "Geez, I mean, it's been done." I don't like the music they use at the end credits. I wish they would use the music that was in the trailer. Because that's one thing that sold me on this movie was the trailer. I love the trailer. Especially that, "This is not the end. Dun, 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 dun. I love that piece of music. Especially the way with the drums and the trailer. I think that would have been a great way for the film to end. where it cuts him laughing, and then it fades in, and then this sort of slow build-up of music. He laughs, and then it cuts right to this, in my opinion, shitty song. I didn't care for the song. So that's why one nitpick, the way it abruptly cuts to that song. I think I would have nice if it faded out and faded into a slow build up of song, and that would have done it because the beginning of that song is very slow, and yeah, I wish that song was at the end credits, that piece of music. But I thought this film, it was action packed, good special effects, capable, really capable cast. Bill Paxton was a lot of fun. Tom Cruise did a great job. Emily Blunt was very, very likable. I really liked her character. Strong, tough character. But yeah, my favorite character was Tom Cruise. But yeah, Bill Paxton, again, he was a lot of fun. I know I'm repeating myself, but rest in peace, Bill. You did a great job in this flick. I love the mech suits. I love the action. I love when they get to kick ass, take names. I thought the setup is a lot of fun. I like that Groundhog Day type of setup. I love Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. I like putting that in an action movie version of it. I know there was one TV show. I remember seeing promos of it, but I can't remember. I think Tay Diggs, or I forget who was the actor. It didn't last. I don't think it lasted a season, but it was about a cop and he had to relive the day over and over again. And I'm sure there are other movies that have done that too, but I like that kind of idea. I like that kind of plot. I also remember an X-Files episode that did that, which I thought was really cool. I think it was called Monday. So I like that kind of premise. And it was cool to see that on a big budget action blockbuster scale. The money's definitely on the screen. So, and again, it's funny, surprisingly funny at times. I think at the end of the day, it has a good heart to it. Likable characters and leads. A lot of fun action. Get your bang for your buck. Special effects I thought were really good. Overall, I thoroughly enjoy this movie. Uh, all these good reviews I agree with. I definitely agree with all these good reviews that I got. It's just too, it didn't do too well, but it seems like a lot of people I talk to really enjoy the flick, and it deservedly so. Overall, I think it's a damn good flick, Edge of Tomorrow. I think it's a damn good flick. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you later. Bye bye.